So basically, these are three possibilities which are given here, but the main crux of the matter is not to criticize and not to hear criticism. That is the important point to be understood, because that is very dangerous on the path of bhakti. As he said earlier, that even if the person tolerates, then still you will get reaction for that.
And you mentioned before that...
And it is actually a psychological thing. So you have to understand, bhakti is the topmost science of psychology. So what is the psychology behind this offense? Is that in bhakti we want to be with God, and we want to be with the devotees of God, and not that we have to be just living in a community, but we have to cooperate with everybody to serve God. And cooperation is not possible if we have this mentality of seeing defects and making all these defects magnified, augmented. So this mentality has to be removed before you become part of Krishna Lila. Because this will be a very big problem. Then you will waste your time simply looking at others' defect instead of doing devotional service. But will you be engaged in criticisms, fault finding? You will waste your time, others' time, and pollute others. That is one thing. Second thing is that it goes against the principle of love itself. Bhakti, the perfection of bhakti is prema. You do sadhana bhakti, then bhava bhakti, then prema bhakti. So prema bhakti and criticism of the object of love cannot get along together. So you may say, well, we don't criticize Krishna, we are only criticizing another devotee. But Krishna is not going to feel happy if you criticize his devotee, because he is a devotee of his devotee, Bhagavan Bhaktiman. He says, Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhanam hridayam maham. So, te na nirjanati na ham te bhyo managati. That sadhus are in my heart and I am in the heart of the sadhus. They don't know anything but me and I don't know anything but they. So criticizing devotees is also criticizing Krishna. So if we want to be with Krishna in a loving exchange, in a loving relationship, then this is going to be an obstacle, direct obstacle. So therefore this mentality has to be removed completely right here. And that's why offense is the only thing which blocks bhakti. Bhavopiya bhavamayati. Krishna presta paradhata. Krishna says that even bhava can become an abhava by doing an offense to Krishna presta, to a very dear devotee of Krishna. So in Bhagavatam, in these stories, besides explaining what is bhakti and various levels of bhakti, one of the things which is also explained is offense. So the story of Chitraketu, the story of Shiva here, these are very important incidents to teach us. The story of Gajendra, his king. So there are many stories which are related to this aparadha thing.
What about if criticism is done institutionally by groups against other groups, which we see? Where does this, how do you relate to this? How do you act in this situation?
Well, that also again I am saying that you have to understand the
institution, the group.
Well, then why you have to be supportive of it. After all, group criticism means it's not that few hundred people getting together and then criticizing. Somebody, one person who is writing and others are saying, I like it. Normally we have someone on the Facebook, then we say something, then we have thing here, you like it? So ultimately, whether it is group, in the group also it is some individual who is doing something and then you become his follower. So don't do that.
What if one really does not know? One is totally ignorant and one hears wrong information which is actually offensive, but the person who hears it has no clue and just thinks that's how it is.
Yeah, that's why you have to study Shastra. Bhakti is not in ignorance. So Bhakti is illuminated. So that's the importance why we have to study Shastra. Otherwise you just chant Mahamantra, everything is there in it. Many times people say, why we have to study Shastra? That's why we have to study Shastra. Otherwise chanting Mahamantra is enough. Nam namakari bahuda nisarva shakti tatra arpita. All the power, everything, because mantra is Krishna himself. But we will not know what is an aparadha and how to avoid it. So that's why we have to study it.